Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this one. This is the big one. This is Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, versus Oleksandr Usyk, the unified heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury, the winner WBC heavyweight champion of the world. This is the big one we've all been waiting for as UK fans. Our first undisputed heavyweight fight since 1999. As we will be predicting not that massive main event, but we also will be predicting the fights that are on the main card. So starting off then with Daniel Laffing versus Otavio for the WBA Continental Light Heavyweight title. Good fight. It's a good fight for Daniel Laffing. Good fight, good test for him. Otavio is a dangerous come forward fighter. He can leave it on you. He can leave it on you as well. So I do think this would be quite a tough fight for Daniel Laffing. And I think Daniel Laffing might have to change his game plan. But maybe it might suit Daniel Laffing, Otavio coming forward, because you would think at some point he will get tired. And maybe Daniel Laffing might stop him there. But he is a hard man to stop, Otavio. Otavio is a hard man to stop. But I'm on door for Daniel Laffing to win. I think Daniel Laffing will win. But I think he'll win on points this time. Daniel Laffing's last win was obviously by stoppage. But I think this time will be a points win for Daniel Laffing, which will open the show on the main card. So up next then, we got a very good heavyweight contest between Sanchez and Cabell. Because both fighters have 24-0 records. Both fighters are wanting to be the next fighters who will be after the big boys: Fury, Usyk, Wilder, AJ, etc., etc. Once Fury, Usyk, Wilder, and AJ are retired, you would expect to see both of these fighters up there in terms of the next world champion, the next world heavyweight champion, for example. So as Cabell's last fight was obviously on the day of Western card, I'm pretty sure with a shock win. It was a shock win over Azmbek Mahmudov, who is one scary Russian, isn't he? One scary Russian, but Cabell's sitting and body shots. We heard the Russian. Well, Sanchez, his last fight, I think that was on the day of Western card as well, where he picked up a stoppage win over Junior Farr. Junior Farr caused Sanchez problems, didn't he, in terms of early on in the fight. But then Sanchez is at his most dangerous when he calls into the fight in terms of second half of the fight. So I do think it will be a stoppage win, but it's about who will get the stoppage win. Can Cabell hurt Sanchez to the body? He'll want to try and target the body shots, but I think Sanchez knows that Cabell might target the body. And I think it'd be a slugfest. I'm not saying that disrespectful way. I think it'd be a very good slugfest. I'm saying that in a good way. A good proper slug heavyweight fest between these two. I really do think that. If it is the door to points, I actually think Cabell might have a good chance on winning on points than stoppage, in my opinion. I think Sanchez is more likely to win by a stoppage, while Cabell is more likely to win on points. It's quite a hard one, isn't it? It's quite a hard fight to call. I do think I would make 55% Sanchez the favourite. I would go 55% Sanchez, 45% Cabell. True 50-50. I think it is a true 50-50. Because we still don't really know how good Sanchez is, to be honest with you. He's got a good padded record, Sanchez, good padded record. And you have to say, as Cabell will be one of Sanchez's toughest opponents so far, in my opinion. It's a hard one to call, but arm and door, I do think there'll be a stoppage though. I do think there will be a stoppage. The way both of these fight as well. I mean, could easily go to points. It could easily go to points, to be fair, and I won't be shocked. But I would fancy Cabell if it was to end in points. I think Cabell might get the decision. I think Sanchez would be. Yeah, I think Sanchez is more likely to win by stoppage. So I'm going to go for an 8th round stoppage win for Sanchez, because we still don't know how good Cabell is, let's be real. I mean, Van Mudoff is one dangerous opponent, and we're all shocked by Cabell winning. But it's all about, can Cabell back it up? And this is Sanchez's toughest opponent. So, but I am going to go for an 8th round stoppage win for Sanchez. Now on to the next fights then. Starting off then with Mark Chamberlain against Joshua Wahab. The Nigerian 23-1 record. Mark Chamberlain 15-0 record in the lightweight division. Mark Chamberlain is probably one of Turkey's favourite fighters in the over in Saudi. Mark Chamberlain. And we saw Mark Chamberlain, which was quite it's not really a shock that Mark Chamberlain won his last fight against Devin Quinn, but it's the way he did win the fight. We'd never thought Mark Chamberlain would stop Devin Quinn. We all thought Mark Chamberlain would just outboss Devin Quinn by bossing on the outside, and Mark Chamberlain winning on points, because that's not how Mark Chamberlain fights. But we saw a different Mark Chamberlain by stopping Devin Quinn. He already proves Devin Quinn's eye in the first couple of rounds, didn't he? So I think that's the danger for Joshua Wahab, in my opinion. That I think Mark Chamberlain will want to get another stoppage win. As well. Which is really good to see, because Mark Chamberlain, he can win on points, but he can also now win by stoppage. Which is really good to see. But as for this fight, I am going to go for, I think Mark Chamberlain gets it done in 5 rounds, then Joshua Wahab. I'm going to go for a 5th round stoppage win for Mark Chamberlain, then Joshua Wahab. I think Mark Chamberlain does stop Joshua Wahab, in my opinion. Up next then, in the cruiserweight division, we got the return of Sergey Kovalev, the 35 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw. Decent record for Sergey Kovalev. Up against the upcoming Swedish fighter Robin Safar, 16-0. Robin Safar's biggest test so far in his career against Sergey Kovalev, who's not been active, to be fair. I will say Sergey Kovalev's not been active for the last couple of years now, has he? Not been active for the last couple of years. Good to see him back. Tough fight to call. It is a tough fight to call, because due to Sergey Kovalev's inactiveness, if Sergey Kovalev was active, you would fancy Kovalev to be the favourite, with his experience in the win as well. While Robin Safar is an upcoming fighter. Robin Safar being the more active than Sergey Kovalev. And again, I think it'll be a proper slugfest cruiserweight fight between the two fighters. I do think it will be a slugfest between the two of them. You know what? I think I might go for points win, for either fighter. I think it may go to points. I think it's going to be a bit of a slugfest, seeing the way both of them fight. But I do think Safar will probably do the more work in terms of winning on points. I think it'll be a close fight. But I think Safar will just do more than Kovalev. I just think Kovalev's win-loss might play a part. I think Safar has to be favourite for this fight, despite Sergey Kovrev's experience. I think Robin Safar has to be favourite, and I'm enough for Robin Safar to win on points against Sergey Kovalev, in my opinion. This would be a massive win for Robin Safar on his boxing resume as well. A fighter like Sergey Kovalev to have on your, imagine having that win on your record. So yeah, I think Robin Safar will win on points. I'm just worried about Sergey Kovalev's win once. But I am enough for Robin Safar to win on points. I think it'd be a slug threat all the way through between the two of them. Up next then, we've got Hardina against Tatatse for the IBF World Super Featherweight title and IBO World Super Featherweight title. So Hardina's IBF belt and Tatatse's IBO belt, both on the line in this Super Featherweight fight, Super Featherweight unification fight. And yeah, it's basically Queensbury versus Matchroom then, isn't it? Obviously, George Hardina under Eddie Hearn at Matchroom, Anthony Tatatse under Frank Warren at Queensbury. So it is a Queensbury versus Matchroom fight. George Hardina, 17-0 record, very good record. Anthony Tatatse, 21-1 record with the one defeat. George Hardina has got good wins on his resume. Edward Vasquez in his last fight, where I thought Hardina was quite lucky to get away with that points decision win over Edward Vasquez. Was a tough fight for him. Safar whacked him off. I think that's probably Hardina's best win on his resume, isn't it? Safar whacked him off. Anthony Tatatse, he's one of these Swiss stance fighter, isn't he? He can switch from orthodox to southpaw. It can be quite a tricky fighter to figure out whether if he's fighting a southpaw or orthodox. But I do think Hardina though is a level above Anthony Tatatse. I don't think there'll be a stoppage. I think this will be more of a boxing fight, won't it? Be more of a boxing match between the two fighters. And I think George Hardina will do enough. And outbox Anthony Tatatse to a unanimous decision win and win Tatatse's IBO belt and retain his IBF belt. So I'm looking for George Hardina to outbox Anthony Tatatse and win by unanimous decision. Now on to the Toro Feature main event. Which is for the Win Magazine and IBF World Cruiserweight title, the fifth and IBF World Cruiserweight title. Chaya Pataya up against Maurice Paredes. Obviously, Chaya Pataya did get his IBF belt stripped from him because they weren't happy with the opponent he was facing. In terms of he faced AS Solo on the day of reckoning card, where he knocked AS Solo out in round one, which is very scary in my opinion. And it's the rematch, of course, between Opataya and Paredes. Maurice Paredes is the only fighter to cause Chaya Pataya problems, especially in the first fight. Broken jaw to Chaya Pataya winning on points against Maurice Paredes. Only just winning on points, but it was definitely Chaya Pataya's toughest test so far. Of his boxing career. Chaya Pataya is just unreal though, isn't he? He is an unreal fighter. Chaya Pataya is one scary fighter at the cruiserweight division. He's a killer. Simple as that. Chaya Pataya is a killer in the cruiserweight division. And he is by far the best cruiserweight in the world, Chaya Pataya. He's by far the best cruiserweight in the world. People don't like me criticising for not waiting Riakpo, Chris Smith. They're good fighters. Smith and Riakpo are good fighters, but they're nowhere near Chaya Pataya's level. Nowhere near. Chaya Pataya is by far the best cruiserweight in the world at the moment. And as for this fight, Playus has not been active since that first fight with Child Retire in 2022. So Playus is going to have win loss on him, which is quite a worry in my opinion. If I'm Miles Playus, that I've got win loss in me. And you saw the way Child Retire's won his fights recently, knocking out Jordan Thompson, knocking out Air Solo, which he should be knocking out in my opinion. So I think that's quite a worry for Miles Playus. And I think there will be stoppers here. I think Opataya stops Playus here. I do think Opataya stops Playus inside 6 rounds. If Playus was more active, I think there'd be a more tougher fight for Opataya. But I think Opataya is just going to go on leap and bounce once again. And I think Opataya stops Playus inside 6 rounds, in my opinion. But you can't rule out Playus. Playus is the only man to give Child Retire a tough test so far. And I won for Child Retire's money. But I'm going to go for Child Retire to stop Playus inside 6 rounds. I'm going to go for a 6th round stoppage win for Child Retire on Miles Playus. I just think Playus win loss will play a part, and I think Child Retire there's no stopping him at the moment. And Child Retire, once Child Retire has became undisputed at cruiserweight, I think he's done a step up to heavyweight, just like Oleksandr said. And I think Opataya will be an absolute monster. I think Opataya would be an absolute monster heavyweight as well. I really do think that. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 6th round stoppers win for Child Retire. And finally, onto the big one, onto the main event, the undisputed heavyweight title, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, 34 wins, 0 defeats, 1 draw, which was obviously against Deontay Wilder in the first fight, which I thought Tyson Fury won, in my opinion. But also, you could say, well, Tyson Fury did that, off in that fight, because the referee's count when Tyson Fury was down was over 10 seconds. So I will say that as well. While Oleksandr said 21-0 record, Oleksandr said already been undisputed cruiserweight champion, and it's absolutely incredible the career Usyk has had. Oleksandr said is one fight away from potentially becoming undisputed heavyweight champion, the first undisputed heavyweight champion. We've done that the first undisputed heavyweight champion since the NSUS in 1999. These two are the best heavyweights in the world. You have to say that they are the best 2 heavyweights in the world. It's the fight we all wanted. I'm not been impressed by Tyson Fury's antics recently. To be honest with you, calling everyone a dosser and all this nonsense. Banning TalkSport as well. Banning TalkSport from watching this fight, and this is nonsense in my opinion. From Tyson Fury, he shouldn't be doing that in my opinion. He should be able to take criticism, in my opinion. But Tyson Fury wants everyone, but Tyson Fury's perfect, apparently. So, yeah, and he needs to be exempt from criticism. And I think Tyson Fury does need to be criticised recently for taking the Francis Ngannou fight, which was a pup of a fight, a chop of a fight, in my opinion. And I think Tyson Fury embarrassed himself, to be fair, in that fight against Francis Ngannou. Tyson Fury was way overweight in that fight against Francis Ngannou and didn't take it seriously. And nearly got an embarrassing defeat off a fighter making his pro debut in boxing. And we saw the job Anthony Joshua did. On Francis Ngannou. So there's no excuse for Tyson Fury that he didn't take it seriously. But Tyson Fury, I will say Tyson Fury is in the fittest shape I've ever seen him in. You're so fit. You're so fit, Tyson Fury. It shows that he's taking this fight seriously, which is what we all want to see. Because we all have a dream as UK fans. As much I do love Usyk. As much I do love Usyk. The dream for UK fans is an undisputed heavyweight fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. That's what we all want. The IBF belt will become vacant, whoever does win this fight. And I think the IBF belt could be on the line in the fifth Hurdle versus Daniel Dubois fight, which will be on the 1st of June. And then we'll probably see AJ fight the winner of Hurdle versus Dubois at Wembley in September. And then, who knows, we may get the Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua undisputed heavyweight fight before the end of the year. I think that's a dream scenario, isn't it, for the UK fans? But I'm a neutral fan. This is going to be a technical fight. Oleksandr Usyk, his last win was against Daniel Dubois in audits, where he absolutely stilled Daniel Dubois, let's be real. As much as we all want to say, was it a low pro by Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk? If anything, Daniel Dubois, he had Usyk hurt. He had Oleksandr Usyk hurt. And Daniel Dubois, but due to Daniel Dubois' lack of inexperience, he failed to trump on Oleksandr Usyk. And it's quite interesting. Daniel Dubois said Tyson Fury needs to trump on Usyk, which shows that Dubois, even Daniel Dubois knows he should have jumped on Usyk when Usyk was hurt. But then it was lacking it. Let's be real, Daniel Dubois wasn't experienced in there. Let's be real. Daniel Dubois never fought for a world title before, so he was always going to be inexperienced, Daniel Dubois. But now he's got that experience, and he could fight Hurdle for the fifth IBF belt. And Dubois has got a good chance in that fight against Faith Hurdle to become a world champion potentially. But we have seen Usyk's weakness. Usyk's weakness is to the body. He doesn't like it to the body. If you can trap Usyk down, if you can trap him and cut off the win and target Usyk's body, that is Tyson Fury. That is going to be Tyson Fury's joy in the fight, in my opinion. I don't think Usyk will be that bothered by Tyson Fury's weight being all over him. It may tire Usyk out with Tyson Fury's weight being all over Usyk, which is again Tyson Fury's best chance of winning this fight. He ain't all over Usyk. But the problem for Tyson Fury is he needs to catch Oleksandr Usyk. He needs to cut off the win. Then Oleksandr Usyk. He can't get Oleksandr Usyk getting his rhythm by boxing on the outside, being the stiff boxer that Usyk is, being the technical boxer Usyk is, the skillful fighter Usyk is. He can't get Usyk getting his rhythm. If he gets Usyk getting his rhythm, Usyk wins on points. Simple as that. And quite comfortably, in my opinion. Because I do think Oleksandr Usyk is that good. I really do think that. I really do think he is that good, Oleksandr Usyk. For me, I think he's the best heavyweight in the world, Oleksandr Usyk. He's a unified champion. He holds the more belts than Tyson Fury. So yeah, Usyk, he's in the better form as well. Usyk is the better heavyweight at the moment. He is better than Tyson Fury at the moment. Because let's be real, Tyson Fury, look at his resume. Deontay Wilder, dangerous opponent, dangerous heavyweight Deontay Wilder. Let's ignore that. Fred McKisto, Deontay Wilder, they're the two fights for Tyson Fury where, yeah, we can all say they are credible wins for Tyson Fury. Darren White, let's be real, Darren White was jumped ship from the Otto Warren fight, didn't they? To try and get his heavyweight belt. And Tyson Fury was always levels above Dana White, yes we will. Derek Chisora, absolute short of a fight. Why are you fighting Derek Chisora for a third time when you've already beaten him twice? He just used Derek Chisora as a punching bag, simple as that. And Francis Ngannou was a bit of stroke of the art in my opinion. But we all know why it happened. It was a money fight, let's be real. It was a money fight, and Tyson Fury loves his money. But in terms of Tyson Fury's weakness for this fight, I think it's that cut, isn't it? I think it's that cut on the top of his eye. Obviously, this fight was supposed to happen on 17th of February, but then 1 week before the fight, Tyson Fury pulled out due to a cut on his eye. For me, I've always said it with that cut on his eye. He didn't wear his head guard properly. Because you could see his head guard in that training video. It wasn't even tied and on properly at all. And you got what you deserve, in my opinion, for not wearing your head guard properly. Because I think it was from a punch from the sparring partner. So yeah, he didn't wear his head guard properly because you can see in the video his head guard wasn't even tied properly, it wasn't even on properly. It's like the head guard was about to fall off from his head. But it does look like Tyson Fury's taking Boston seriously this time. It's quite interesting now that Sean Fury's now joined the camp. It's quite interesting because Sean Fury, he has been critical of Tyson Fury's training camp in the past before this fight. He wasn't happy with Tyson Fury's training camp in the Ngannou fight. Something wasn't done right in that fight in terms of that training camp. So Sean Fury is now in the camp. He's now in the training camp, and obviously he's been on the pads with his dad. With his dad holding the pads as well. And to be fair, the training videos from both fighters, they both look good. The both of them do look good. Both of them look in shape as well. And I think Tyson Fury will want to win in style, in my opinion. He will want to win by stoppage. Tyson Fury won't care though. I think Tyson Fury just wants to win. Simple as that. Just wants to win. But I do think Tyson Fury is done for the stoppage, you know. I think Tyson Fury will done for the stoppage. And that is, for me, I do believe that's Tyson Fury's only way of winning is by stoppage. That's Tyson Fury's only way he can win this fight is by stoppage. Because he ain't winning on points, in my opinion. Because Usyk is an absolute master. He knows how to win, Usyk. He knows how to win on points as well. Yeah, it don't matter. Usyk could start slow. I do think Tyson Fury will start quite quickly in this fight. But I think Tyson Fury will probably have the first half of the fight. But we don't know, do we? We don't know because I actually think it could be a chess match between the two of them, like Sean Fury said. But Usyk, he knows how to win rounds in the war, doesn't he? He knows how to win a streak of rounds. He could be behind on the scorecard and he could win 3 or 4 rounds in the war, and all of a sudden he's leading the scorecard. That's how good Usyk is. Which is why Tyson Fury, he needs to cut off that win, in my opinion. He can't let Usyk move around the win, be skip with his shift movement, with his still attitude as well, with Usyk's still set as well, with his technical skill as well of Usyk. He can't get Usyk there in the rhythm for me. He needs to cut off that win. He needs to trap Usyk. This for me is a monster in Tyson Fury versus a buzzing bee in Oleksandr Usyk. That's where Usyk fights. He's a buzzing bee, moves around, It's like trying to catch a bee, isn't it? But you can't really catch it, and can't trap it because it's too quick, too slick. But as my prediction for this fight, it's a tough one. I can see both outcomes happening. I can see Fury stopping Usyk, but I can also see Usyk winning on points. And by the way, I hope it's not corrupted. Either, because the WBC president been doing a lot of talking, saying, we want to add extra judges in. And we all know the WBC, they do like to protect Tyson Fury. Let's be real. They're trying to protect Tyson Fury by doing that. So there is going to be a lot of conspiracies going on going into this fight, especially if there is going to be additional judges as well. I mean, the WBC president, he needs to shut up, because he for me, he's been one that his organisation at a pigsty, protecting his champions, not protecting Canelo Alvarez from not fighting David Benavidez, protecting Tyson Fury a lot as well. When Tyson Fury should be fighting top 15 opposition before the Usyk fight. Before the Usyk fight, Tyson Fury should be fighting top 15 opposition, not bloody Francis Ngannou. WBC also protect Jamal Charlo, who's not been active for 2 years, but he's still the WBC middleweight champion. This is a joke. And they put Conor Benn in this, and they put Conor Benn in their rankings when Conor Benn is still hasn't faced British sport for his failed drug tests. So that's WBC for you. And they try to put Jake Paul. Actually, I think they do have Jake Paul above Fidel Valle in the cruiserweight division. Fucking, it's madness. It's a madness from them. And the WBC won't allow 12 3-minute rounds for the women, or 12 2-minute rounds, 12 rounds for the women. Joke, man. They're joke of an organisation. But that's the WBC for you, and that's unfortunately the conspiracies behind it, with the extra judges for the main event, which is going to be corrupt as hell if that does happen. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting because we all know Usyk's weakness is the body, shots to the body, and we all know Tyson Fury's weakness is probably can Tyson Fury cut off the win against Usyk and stop Usyk being with him? Because I think Usyk's movement might tire Fury out, in my opinion. I really do think that, which is why I think Fury will go for the stoppage. That's his only way of winning, in my opinion. But I will say Fury does have good stamina despite his weight. Despite he does look overweight, Tyson Fury, he has got good stamina on him. But he just can't get Usyk then with him. He just can't. Fury needs to cut off that win, target the body of Usyk, try and hurt Usyk to the body. All of Usyk. And he needs to stop Usyk, in my opinion. I think he needs to stop Usyk for me. Don't get me wrong, I do think Fury can win on points, but not against Usyk. I think Usyk knows how to win on points. All these people saying, Tyson Fury would be too big for Usyk. Well, everyone said AJ. Everyone said AJ and David Chisora would be too big for Usyk. Look what happened. Well, let's pick out AJ, I'd say. Let's pick out AJ. AJ was better than Usyk. Let's be real. And we know what happened there. So I don't like that argument, to be honest with you. And I don't like Tyson Fury's argument saying, we've seen cruiserweight step up to heavyweight before and they got beat. Not true. because, like I said, Usyk has beaten AJ. And I think it was, what was the other fight? Was it Hardina versus Holyfield as well? And there was a fight, and there was, I've forgotten the name, with Dennis Lewis as well. So, yeah, I think Tyson Fury's talking nonsense there when he said cruiserweight can't beat a big heavyweight. Well, Dennis Lewis has done from an undisputed cruiserweight champion to an undisputed heavyweight champion. So he's talking nonsense there. Is it fake confidence from Tyson Fury? Who knows? But yeah, the interesting part for Tyson Fury is his cut above his eye. I think the top part of his eye can be opened easier. It can be opened easier. And I think Usyk might target that cut above Tyson Fury's eye as well, because it can be opened easier from what I've heard. And if it gets opened easier, and I tell you what, Fury could get stopped, or the referee could stop the fight. You know what though? I wouldn't be shocked if it's a draw. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if it's a draw, because with these addition of judges, it makes me wonder. I'm just saying, it makes me wonder if they want to protect Tyson Fury from getting beat. So there shouldn't be an additional judges. There should be 3 judges. Simple as that. There shouldn't be bloody 6 judges. And it's all about what happens in the win as well. It's all about what happens in our eyes as well, on how we judge the fight. Not how the commentators judge the fight, because the commentators are biased as hell. And yes, hope is fair. It is a fair storm system, fair scorecard as well. None of this WBC president then involved in the scorecard saying, yeah, did that one to Tyson and all that. If Fury wins by stoppers, then fair enough, isn't it? It's fair enough. We can't say it's corrupt or anything. And I think Fury would be thinking to himself, you know what, I might have to stop him, because if I win on points, people will still criticise me. That's what he'd be thinking. That's what he'd be thinking as well. So, but yes, we will with Tyson, though. Yes, we will with Tyson Fury. Yes, give him his credit. The 2 wins I will give him credit for is the Kistor fight and obviously the 3 fights with Deontay Wilder. That's what I will give him credit for. He should be beating Darren White. He should be beating Cerver, and he should be beating Francis Ngannou. But he made himself a fool against Francis Ngannou. Usyk is so disrespected by the media, in my opinion. He's so disrespected by the media. He's an undisputed cruiserweight champion. He's 1 fight away from being an undisputed heavyweight champion. He's beaten AJ twice, who the media loved, by the way, in Antitrust. The media love Antitrust and Tyson Fury. They talk about them more than Usyk. And Usyk absolutely outclassed AJ in both fights. And if there was a trilogy fight, Usyk would outclass AJ then. Simple as that. Usyk has AJ's number. AJ, for me, he ain't good against opposition smaller than him. This is the same with Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury did knock out Darren White, so. But Usyk is different to Darren White. Usyk is more skillful. The boxing IQ for Usyk is absolutely incredible. And the boxing career in the whole for Usyk is absolutely unreal as well. So if Tyson Fury wins, then yeah, we can all give credit, can't we? We can all give credit. We can all start kissing Tyson Fury's backside again. And yeah, obviously I'm not going to do that, but I'll happily give him credit. Simple as that. Because I know what Tyson can do. I know what Tyson Fury can do. He doesn't need to get into this nonsense, this background noise that he's been getting into. He doesn't need to get into that. But as for my prediction, But as my prediction for this fight, I can only say it down 2 words. If there is going to be a stoppage, I think Tyson Fury gets the stoppage by hurting Usyk to the body and jumping on Usyk as well once he is hurt. While for Usyk, the only way Usyk wins for me is on points. On yes, he can target that cut of Tyson Fury, which can often easy, and all of a sudden, Tyson Fury might find himself in big trouble. But expected unexpected in boxing. Expected unexpected. And the unexpected would be Usyk stopping Fury. Would be actually stopping Fury. That would be the unexpected. And it's probably worth a bet, isn't it? Probably worth a bet, but I don't think it will happen. As I said, the only way Fury wins is by stoppage, and the only way Usyk wins is by points. Because if it does the points, there's no way Fury's winning on points in my eyes. From my eyes, from where I watch both fighters, because I do think Usyk, if it's all about Fury, he can't get Usyk getting with him for me. Because if he does, it's a comfortable points win for Usyk. Simple as that. And but it's the fight we all wanted. It's the fight we all wanted. But my prediction for it, I think Usyk's too good, people. I actually think Usyk's too good. I just see this. I just see this down to points, and that favours Usyk, in my opinion. And that favours Usyk. I like both fighters. Obviously, I like Tyson Fury because I'm from the UK. Even though I don't like the recent nonsense he's been saying. But that's just Tyson Fury trying to sell the fight. Simple as that. He actually doesn't actually hate Usyk. He's already said he will take Usyk in nature for fish and chips at Morton after the fight. It's just Fury selling the fight. Simple as that. Same with John Fury with that misfits nonsense that we had previously, where he's throwing the table about, just trying to sell the fight. Simple as that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna stop waffling on. My prediction. I just think Usyk's too good, people. I think Usyk's too good. And I think Tyson Fury might find his match here in terms of odds and Usyk. These are the 2 best heavyweights in the world. I think Usyk, if it does the points, Usyk wins on points in my eyes for me. Because he is a master. He knows how to win on points, Usyk. And Tyson Fury needs that stoppage, in my opinion. He needs to stop Usyk for me. Which I think he is capable of. I think Fury can stop Usyk. If he can pick out the right game plan, use his weight, be all over him, hurt him to the body, and once Usyk is hurt, jump all over him. That's what Fury can do. But he needs to trap Tyson Usyk. Like I said, a monster versus a buzzing bee. He needs to try and trap Usyk. If he can't, Usyk wins on points. So, and I won't be shocked if it's a draw, but I think Usyk will win on points, in my opinion. And I think it will be Tyson Fury's first defeat in his boxing career, as I think Usyk will win on points against Tyson Fury. And where does both fighters go? Because where do both fighters go if they use? Even if Tyson Fury does use, the AJ fight is still there for me. And I still think Fury and AJ will still fight for undisputed heavyweight titles. So I think Usyk will actually retire after this fight if he does win. If Usyk wins, I think he retires for me. I think he retires, and I think he vacates all the belts after becoming undisputed heavyweight champion. Because let's be real, if Usyk does win, what's next for Usyk? He's competed it. He has competed it, Usyk. He's beaten Fury and he's beaten AJ. So he's competed it, Usyk. While Tyson Fury, win or lose, it's still going to be that AJ fight, isn't it? That we still want him to face. We want him to face AJ. While for Usyk, if Usyk wins, I think there's nothing left for Usyk. He's competed it, hasn't he? And I think he should retire if he does win. If Usyk does win, I think he should retire. If Usyk loses, then there'll be a rematch between Fury and Usyk. So, but anyways, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm so excited for it. 2 weeks ago, to the fight we've all been waiting for. The undisputed heavyweight title between the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, the winning general WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury, and the unified WBA, IBF, and WBO unified champion Oleksandr Usyk. What a fight it's going to be. What a fight it's going to be. So intriguing. So excited. So pumped for it. As I think all you are. Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. And who will be the first undisputed heavyweight champion since the NCOs in 1999? Will it be the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, or will Oleksandr Usyk become an undisputed two-weight champion? It's going to be interesting. Tyson Fury's, and before I have forgot about this. Tyson Fury's, where Tyson Fury has struggled has been against cruiserweight opposition, Steve Condon, for example. And Oleksandr Usyk, he calls Usyk a cruiserweight, doesn't he? Well, he is a cruiserweight, let's be real. Stepping up to heavyweight. So, bear that in mind for your predictions, people. So, feel free to leave your predictions down below for all the fights down below on this amazing card, amazing night of boxing. Win of Fire, they call it. The Win of Fire on the 18th of May. Feel free to leave your predictions down below. Take care, stay safe, and see you all later.